Meet Tom, an ordinary guy from a small town who always thought he was just like everyone else. No special talents, no remarkable abilities. He worked a 9-to-5 job, got by day to day, and often daydreamed about doing something more. But deep down, Tom believed that heroes were born, not made. He never thought he could make a difference. That is, until one fateful day when his life and his perspective changed forever. It all started when a close friend of Tom's, Jane, faced a sudden medical crisis. She was diagnosed with a rare condition that required immediate and life-saving treatment, but Jane had no family nearby to help her navigate the hospital, paperwork, or make those difficult decisions. Tom knew he couldn't stand by and let her go through it alone. Without thinking twice, he stepped in, taking on the responsibility of her caregiver. It was daunting. He didn't have medical training. He was unsure of what to do. But he simply couldn't imagine leaving her in a vulnerable position. As the days turned into weeks, Tom's role evolved. What started as a simple act of kindness grew into something much more. He learned how to manage medical appointments, research treatments, and provide emotional support that Jane desperately needed. He discovered strength he never knew he had. As he spent more time by her side, Tom realized that the hero he thought was only in fairy tales was, in fact, within him the whole time. It wasn't about having extraordinary abilities. It was about showing up when it mattered and believing in the power of compassion, resilience, and courage. The experience didn't just change Jane's life, it changed Tom's too. He realized that being a hero isn't about grand gestures or wearing a cape. It's about everyday acts of bravery, whether it's standing up for someone, pushing through adversity, or taking the time to care for others when they need it most. And this was just the beginning. Inspired by his journey, Tom decided to share his story with the world. Through the new weekly series Unsung Heroes, viewers were invited to submit their own tales of quiet heroism, those moments where ordinary people stepped up to do the extraordinary. The goal was to celebrate these unsung heroes, people who make a difference without ever expecting recognition. Tom's story was featured in the very first episode, but it was just one among many. Soon, stories of everyday courage, strength, and kindness started pouring in. Stories of parents who raised their children against the odds, teachers who went above and beyond for their students, or people who took risks to stand up for justice. Each story showcased the power within each of us to make the world a better place, one small action at a time. Tom's realization sparked something powerful. It was proof that heroes aren't born. They're made in the moments when we rise above our fears, tap into our inner strength, and take action, no matter how big or small. The hero in you is not just a call to celebrate those who've done extraordinary things. It's an invitation to viewers to see the hero within themselves. It reminds us that anyone can step up and unleash their power when it's needed most. And now, as part of Unsung Heroes, Tom's message continues. You don't have to be a superhero. You just have to be someone who's willing to show up and make a difference, no matter the odds. Are you ready to find the hero in you? Share your story with us, and maybe next week, the world will learn about the unsung hero you are.